The much anticipated results in Olalo by-election are finally out. Although it has not been confirmed by IEBC that Sami Ngodho is the winner of the by-election, everything is clear. From the provisional results, it is evident that there is no single way that UDA can outdo the DCP party. As that now, while I'm doing this video, Sami Douglas Kamau Ngodho has 30,054 votes, while Samuel Mushina Nyaga has 4,641. So far, that is 85% win. So far, that is 85% win. So celebrations have rocked the entire Olalo constituency, and I'm happy they are celebrating because they fought a very tough fight. A very tough one. Yaani, unatulia tu mtu anakuletea 2,000 na kuambia pigia UDA. Kesho 2,000, kesho kutu 2,000. Unapewa mtungi ya gas, unapewa tank, unapewa... Hey! The people of Olalo, we never knew mlikuwa ampendi jokes hivi. Olalo, hey! I want you to watch this video and see how the people in Olalo are celebrating, and this is a reflection of what will happen exactly in 2027 after elections, especially the presidential elections. Watch this. Now, from simple analysis, it is very evident that UDA is a poison in Mount Kenya. Yani imagine a margin of, wow, 13% of the vote cast in Olalo are for UDA, while 87, wow, not even 87, 85, because, you know, we have others who are scoring, 1 vote, 2 votes. Olalo is not needed. So right now, let William Ruto remove his mind. Let him change his mind from Mount Kenya, because in Mount Kenya, Kikuyus will never vote for William Ruto. And that is the reason why William Ruto has sent Cabinet Secretary Ruku on an errand to make sure he has managed to have a demarcation between Mount Kenya West and Mount Kenya East, saying that Mount Kenya East, they are not Kikuyus. That is a way of frustrating Rigathi Gachagua, because the Kikuyus are now bound together. Yeah, they've decided to form a bond. And you know one thing with the Kikuyus, when they decide it is William Ruto, the way they decided in 2022, they vote, they come out in good numbers. When they say it is not you, my friend, it will never be you. That is Kikuyu votes for you. So William Ruto knows that those votes, they cannot go entirely. That is why he wants to demarcate Mount Kenya West and East, so that at least wale wakienda pale huku kwingine anaweza pata kura kidogo, unless it's gonna happen, I doubt, hapo ndiye anaweza pata tukura tudogo from there. But as things stand right now, vitu ni ngumu. In fact, Olalo, you know, we've been doing these videos, and I could see in the comment section people rubbishing what I was saying, people abusing me, those especially who are allied to two-term narrative. They were telling me, oh, nini, your analysis is not okay. But in fact, the signature was on the wall. Everything. You know, you cannot package a bicycle. You package it so well, and then when you bring it, you tell me this is not a bicycle. Guess. Already, I've seen it is a bicycle, even if you wrap it up. That is exactly what happened in Olalo. the signs were evident, and you never needed rocket science to understand that the people of Mount Kenya, they had made a decision that William Ruto will open a hotel and they will eat in that hotel. When they are, their stomachs are full, they'll go and elect someone who will represent their views, someone who will represent the people for Kalou very well in the parliament. So William Ruto should change his tactics. Let him now base his mind elsewhere. But asiseme juu ya Mount Kenya is done with. And today's win, I've been telling you each and every time, today's win has indicated so many things, that William Ruto has a very high hill to climb, a very long mountain to climb, because he, at this rate, if he gets 13, imagine, remember 2022 how William Ruto was loved by Kikuyus. If they have hated him this much, then things are not gonna be okay in 2027. But one thing William Ruto should learn from today, there is no any amount of intimidation, there is no any amount of voter bribery that can change an idea whose time has come. There is no way you can blindfold people all the time. At some point, those people you blindfolded, they have experience too. They know you will blindfold them again. Right now, things are gonna be so difficult for William Samoei Ruto. And imagine here, we are talking about Olalo, just Olalo constituents. How about other regions? Because right now we have very many opposition leaders. I don't know where William Ruto is gonna get his votes from come 2027. And if we had a plan of rigging, you cannot rig the entire 85%. Right now, the margin is so huge. For example, in Olalo, Sami Ngodho right now is at 30,055 votes, while the other one is at 4,641. That margin, you cannot beat it. You cannot even rig that election, because if they had a chance of rigging, trust me, they could have done it, because William Ruto is so much concerned about the Olalo constituency, about the Mount Kenya votes, because he knows those are the people who made him president 2022. So seeing them slip away, it is a pain, is a headache, is a dire headache. I don't know which criteria they're going to use. I don't know how, because look at other. Let us give an example. Just a wrap up. In Gusii, the entire Gusii region, no one can be elected if he's not allied to Fred Okengo Matiang'i. So that tells you that President William Ruto has nothing there, despite the fact that Osoro, Silvanos and Japhet, they might shout at the top of their voices. They equally are not in position to defend their seats. That is how dire this situation is. When we talk of Luo Nyanza, we wanted to talk about Nyanza. Luo Nyanza, it is divided. There are those who are supporting Orengo and Babu Owino, and there are those who are supporting Broadbase. So you will not get, in fact, according to the Infotrack polls, they said that in Nyanza, William Ruto has only 40% support. In Luo Nyanza alone. In Western, there's a problem. Sifuna wave is there, Tawe wave is there, Eugene Wamalwa is there. The people are there. I really don't know whether William Ruto can get that vote. Maybe let's talk about the northeastern, those areas, but mambo na central, western region, the Nyanza, maybe hakuna Rift Valley, and then when you talk about the coastal region, pale zitagawika vibaya. So William Ruto has nothing. So when you see the celebrations in Olalo, those are not even the celebrations that Sami Ngodho has won. Maybe even they never loved Sami Ngodho, but they never liked anything to do with the UDA. Yani, walifika in a position where you give him a hen and the UDA, they would wholeheartedly chosen the hen. That is what is happening. So there the way they are rejoicing, they're rejoicing because William Ruto has been defeated in Mount Kenya region despite wanting to kill them by use